I'm a visual person. When I was growing up, Leonardo da Vinci was my idol, and he's a visual person. It's what I do for a living. I work in the visual. Plus, I work inside of people's brains too, but you work and you understand cultures of communities when you cut hair. When I saw the bridge and I saw this beautiful backdrop, that 20,000 people drive by this street every day, and they got to look at something, they might as well look at something that goes, and if you can do, it's not such a bad thing. I had an idea that the bridge would make a nice backdrop for a sign. So originally, because I've made a lot of things in my life, I was going to sketch it out and draw it out. But at the time, there was a man in town, and he had a machine, a CAD design, so they could sit down and compute it and make it all real big. So it saved a whole lot of time. Park District was nice enough to let us use the bridge to mount the letters on.
So in 2008, Craig Fultos approached the Park District and he said, hey, I've got these wooden letters and I'm here to give them to you.
When I first heard about the letters, I was actually anticipating like maybe a 4x8 sheet of plywood. No big deal. Then Craig showed up to the shop and said, you know, the three favorite words that everybody loves to hear, some assembly required. And we put them together, and the letters turned out to be 12 feet tall and 8 feet wide. And it really makes a huge statement.
I think the letters mean so much to so many different people in various ways. You know, working for the Park District and knowing how much effort goes into it, I really feel like, personally to me, that the letters have a deep significance of community.
I like to live in a town where I know people care about each other. You know, I grew up in Batavia where you helped each other out. I don't want to live in a town where you have to worry that somebody's gonna, you know, be mean to you or whatever. I like knowing that people care about one another as individuals and that peace is a forefront in their brain. You know, I had a nun once tell me, you know, you can love or hate, you can't do both at the same time. So why would you want to spend any time hating? But you know, when you cut hair, you live that life. My father was a barber. We were always doing stuff for people, and you just realize it's a whole lot easier to live that way than to live the other way.
People continually share with me how much they appreciate what Batavia Park District means to them. And so to have this opportunity to share that with the citizens, that's what it's all about.
Batavia is so picturesque as it is, and when you drive over the Donovan Bridge and you just glance over to the north, you can't help but feel good about life.
I think that the people that put it up probably have some pride putting it up too. When you do good work, you feel good, you know? And I would imagine, you know, that it would feel really good for them to be putting that up.
I like to call the guys the Peace on Earth angels that install them, because we got it down to a science now. I don't know, it's just a really good feeling to feel part of putting that statement up.
You know, obviously I wasn't alive during World War II, but I used to know a lot of customers that were, and I think of the Battle of the Bulge and fighting over Christmas, how horrible that had to be for those people. And I just think that when you find that place where you just have a calm in your head, in your heart, and you can hug people and love people. You know, it's not a place, it's not a sign, it's just the thing that's in you.